welcome to Diecast Speed. On this video, we are going to be adding a ton of cars to our two Fast and Furious dioramas. As of right now, we just have the orange Supra, but there was a local collector who was getting rid of a ton of cars for really, in my opinion, an affordable price. So we were able to add a ton. As you can see here, I added the Lightning, and then we'll put that in the wrap. That was the Racer's Edge delivery vehicle, so that'll go in our Racer's Edge diorama. We have the Jetta, we have the Integra, then we also have, man, this one is really heavy. This is Dom's RX-7 from the first one of the first racing scenes, and then of course we have Brian's Eclipse, and of course we're going to dive into some detail on these here in a second. But these are all in incredible shape. Then of course we have Dom's Charger, the staple of, in my opinion, the Fast and Furious cars. Dom's Charger and the orange Supra. We had to get this one. This is a beautiful representation. So let's dive into some details on these and throw these on the spinners. And we're gonna see where we're gonna put all these. And our spots are really filling up. And this is quite an add to the loose collection, and I do like card art, but here anymore, man, I really do appreciate the cars just being loose. So let's just go ahead and grab the turntable and check out some details, and then we're going to find where we're going to put these guys in their home. I'm pretty excited. The Racer's Edge Ford Lightning. Wow, this is a really cool detailed copy. These trucks were really fast back in the day. Got the nice SVT badge right there and the Ford badge on the tailgate. This is a really detailed copy. Wow. I really like the 5-spoke wheels. This looks very similar to how it was back in the day on the movie. Man, look at these details. And this truck was actually, in my opinion, a very important part for any diecast collector of Fast and Furious, because of course these parts do bring the parts for the Supra, the orange Supra that everyone loves. We zoomed way in to check out some of the finer details, and wow, I mean, just look at this thing. It has the it has the slip-in bed liner that was popular back in the day, the plastic ones, which is pretty spot on. And I love the Lightning logo there on the front fender, the headlight tampos, the grille. This is a great diecast copy of the Lightning from, in my opinion, the movie. Very cool. Excited to have this in the Fast and Furious diorama. The Racer's Edge delivery vehicle. Probably faster than a lot of most cars that were just cruising around the street back in the day. In my opinion, it definitely needs to be front and center. There's even a Lightning on the side there, so you have to have the Lightning in the Racer's Edge diorama, because it has the Lightning poster massively on the side there. So you have to be sporting a cool delivery vehicle in the parts business, and this shop definitely had that back in the day. Another one that was 100% vital to any Fast and Furious diecast collection is Mia's Integra. And if you remember the movie, they went on a rad joyride in this car after the Mexican food. And this is just another great detailed model. Everything is done right. The colors, the headlights. And we scroll over here, it has the nice tampos. Because remember how all their cars kind of had these similar tampos back in the day? This is just a stunning diecast model. The taillights, the exhaust is even, chrome or stainless. This is a great copy. It is definitely going to go, in my opinion, in Toretto's market. It's going to fit perfectly. Alright, that is very cool. Posted up in front of Toretto's, making tuna sandwiches. Let's check out the Eclipse next. There's actually been a decent amount of really nice Eclipses for the Fast and the Furious release, but in my opinion, this is one of the better copies. I absolutely love the car culture details that they've been able to do on these. Let's just dive in a little closer. There we go. And wow, another stunning copy. The wheels, the headlight. Wow, even the detail on the front splitter there. Of course, this is a turbocharged car. There's that carbon fiber hood. We even got some stuff on the roof there. Some nice little tampos. We got the wing, of course. My only complaint, I don't think the wing was black in the movie, if I remember. What does that say there? All right, look at that detail. It has the Eclipse logo in the middle, lights in the back. Man, what a incredible copy. We're zoomed really way in now. This one needs to go with Toretto's Market also, because really without this car at the beginning of the movie, where he spins out and thinks that he needs nitrous, he never probably would have went, and got the gig and been able to street race this car, which we all know the classic scene, Danger to Manifold, which is just silly. Being a car guy now, that whole scene was just so silly, but it's such an important, in my opinion, time for car culture in general. So let's definitely add this to Toretto's Market Diorama, and yeah, let's do that. It needs to go right here, right next to the Integra, because it is just a classic. Let's back them up a little bit, right in their parking spots. Man, it is, Toretto's Market and Cafe is really starting to fill up. Let's check out the details on the RX-7 now that we picked up. Here it is, the classic RX-7 from the first Fast and Furious. This was driven by Dom, of course, and with the tan interior. In the movie, this one did have nitrous. This casting does have slicks on all four corners. I mean, it wasn't... That, in my opinion, being a car guy kind of bugs me because it's not all-wheel drive. It is, rear-wheel drive, so the front should be threaded, but it's still a beautiful copy. Taillight tampos, license plates, the details. Let's just zoom way in and admire some of those. Check that out. We've got details on the hood. We're seeing a little bit of the interior. This copy does have a little bit of scratches on the front windshield, but for such a small car, stuff like that is gonna happen, but in my opinion, pretty spot on profile compared to the movies. And as we see there, nice license plate, nice and bright California license plate, pretty cool. Let's go ahead and throw this at the market with the Eclipse and the Integra. Toss this guy right in the middle, because this is the car, of course, in my opinion, that was kind of really known, especially if you were going into Toretto's Market. You knew that he had this RX-7, so check that out. We are getting pretty close to filling this thing up, and in my opinion, I think the orange Supra, it doesn't belong in Toretto's Market anymore. And why is that? Well, I'll explain that here in a second. Jesse's Jetta, four-door Jetta, and spoiler alert, there was a whirlwind of events that happened later on in the movie that he basically lost to Johnny Tran's S2000 because he initiated his nitrous too soon, and he was on the verge of losing this car. Of course, I won't give, if you haven't seen the movie, I'm not going to give it all away, but this is definitely a staple to the Fast and Furious movie. Jesse plays a vital role, in helping kind of Brian become welcome, kind of into the family, as they say. But it's such a great copy. I mean, we got the wing, we got the tail lights, we got the side graphics, that they had in the movie. And in my opinion, this deserves a home on the outside edge at Toretto's Market. All right, there we go. Of course, Jesse was really good friends with Dom in the movie, so it just makes sense that they're at Toretto's Market hanging out together. Of course, above you see the RLC Charger just absolutely getting dominated by that Vega. That's a really cool drag strip diorama. I really like that one a lot. Let's get on to filling this thing up. Next we're going to check out Dom's Charger, and this is such a great copy. Let's get it on the turntable and check this thing out. In my opinion, this should have drag radials or slicks on the rear. It just has regular street tread, but hey, again, that's just the car. That's just the car grind. Wow, this landed really soft. This is just a stunning copy of such an incredible vehicle, and the classic scene of this car doing a wheelie without doing a burnout or without pouring prep or anything on the street is just iconic. As it kind of goes out of focus there, which is perfect because in my opinion, the cars that are going to be in the diagram behind it make up what makes the last scene so special. Supercharged, you know, Charger, just the iconic car, the iconic Charger body. But for guys that just, you know, kind of were into the car scene before, and when Fast and Furious came out, it got a lot of other people into the community. And that's really what I love about the Fast and Furious series, especially in the beginning, is it got a lot of people into cars that really weren't into them before. And so this was just an absolutely incredible copy that we had to have for the diorama. So I'm stoked to be adding this one in there. And I love this copy. This is a great one. And there's a decent amount of these that were released by Hot Wheels, but only a few, in my opinion, really capture the essence of how magnificent that car was in that movie. And this one does a great job. Of course, you got the gas cap on the rear fender, and if you look in there, it looks like there might be a little bit. Is there a cage inside? No, it doesn't look like there is. Doesn't look like there is. That's all right. That's all right. Let's throw this thing in its final display spot. So I think I changed my mind. I think we need to find 4 more cars that we can throw in the Racer's Edge diorama. And I think what we need to do is we need to shift the RX-7 over here next to the Jetta. You know, because those two, of course, were kind of a tag team duo on the street racing scene. Jesse did a lot of the tuning. And we're going to run the Supra next to the Eclipse. And then in the middle, of course, we're going to put the Charger. We got to have the Charger and the Supra next to each other. And man, talk about a cool... Is that a cool display or what? What a cool display now. I don't know how many people are going to watch this towards the end, but I do definitely appreciate you all checking out Diecast Speed. Thanks for watching. This channel is we're going to do a decent amount of diecast racing, of course, but we're also, at the end of the day, we're also diecast collectors, and in this hobby, it is all about speed. Keep it fast, keep collecting.